The way I structure my training camp, there is like a pyramid. It's like a pyramid.
All right, welcome to another EA Sports UFC 3 video, and today we'll be discussing GSP and his pyramid structure to success. We'll discuss each of the 3 layers and how they correlate to your gameplay in the octagon. There are a lot of new players coming to the game, so these tips will definitely help them out. And even if you're a veteran, some of these nuances may take your game to the next level. I'll be conducting a UFC 4 giveaway in my Discord. Stick around until the end of the video to see details. I want you guys to get in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the video, because at the end of this video, we'll be discussing the top 3 comments of the last video. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and help your boy out. Without further ado, let's get right into GSP's first layer of success.
The foundation is physical. Are you in shape? Are you in good condition? No injuries? This is the physical layer. This is the wider one. That's the bottom one. It's like a pyramid.
When you talk about translating a physical layer over to your gaming setup, one of the first things that comes to mind is your connection. A Cat 6 Ethernet cable is going to give you a faster connection than Wi-Fi, which is going to produce less lag. Now, if you have a PS4 Pro, you can go into the system settings and then go into boost mode. This is what I enabled. As you can see, it says improve gameplay and higher frame rates for games that was released before the PS4 Pro. So does it help or not? I'm not sure, but this is what I use. Maybe it gives me a bump in my transition denials, who knows, but just wanted to let people know about this boost mode. Also in the settings, if you go into sound and screen and then video output, you'll see a super sampling mode. And here, as you can see, it improves the image quality of some games. So I have this enabled. Maybe this helps out also. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Okay, now here's the real secret sauce. What you're looking at is the settings for my Dell monitor. You can see my model number in the top left-hand corner there. And this is where I turn on the fast response time, which gives me a 1 millisecond response time. This definitely changed my game to the next level when I got off of my high definition big screen TV, which had a 12 millisecond response time, to a gaming monitor with a 1 millisecond response time. So this is the time from when the signal leaves your console to when it's displayed on your monitor. This is the one you physically want to do to make a difference.
Then it goes up one layer. The technical layer. Do you know what to do with your knowledge? Do you know an armbar, defense to a triangle choke, how to counter a jab, or how do you, so, technical aspect. You're not in terms of knowledge of fighting.
When it comes down to the technical aspect of this game, I look no further than the man Ed Parker himself, where technically we went into practice mode and he was giving me some tips. This specific tip, I was in record mode and all I was doing was throwing a body jab and a block. Now, when that body jab gets blocked, it generates block stun and I'm able to return a strike. Now, vice versa, if that body jab lands, there's no block stun, and what you'll see is GSP is able to block that punch. So you want to go into practice mode and you want to focus on every single transition. You want to know everything technically about this game so you can be successful.
The tactical layer, which is the last one, that's what separates contenders and champion. There's a physical, the technical, and the tactical. The difference is the tactical. I will know where I can take you out of your comfort zone.
My channel already assumes that you had the first 2 layers covered, and I like to talk meta/strategies on this channel, and that's what we'll be doing in the fights coming up. Now, I want you guys to help me get to 200 likes on this video. Once my video gets to 200 likes, I'll immediately start working on the next video. So help me out to get there, and please don't forget to subscribe. So without further ado, let's get right into the fights. Since I'm proficient on the ground, I started to use fighters with heavy hands, which adds power onto your hooks. So with a base power of 96, Vanderlei throws those 100s. Power hooks to your body to get the KO victory over a champion at the time. So that's one thing I like to do, is kind of complement what I'm good at on the ground game with a striker. Now, moving right into a huge fight against mental stability. This guy is always a top 100. Now, check this out. Whenever I hit confirm that huge animation, I like to continue my combo, and then that's when I see that body strike open. So I wait until I see that a lot of times, and you have the advantage there. Now here with this stagger, this was money throughout this whole entire match, man. He never really got it. You throw a couple of strikes and then plant and throw 2 more strikes, because those second strikes are gonna come out faster since you're not moving. And those things were money throughout this whole fight against a top level, high ranking opponent. Mental stability got him out of there, baby. He was also a champion at the time. Now, what do you do when you face an opponent that you cannot hit? Well, you got to go to different tactics. Take them out of their comfort zone. He was able to attack my body with a lot of success. So here I got grapple advantage on a whiff. And that's one thing that I wanted to do, and start going to that body, because you cannot sway and sidestep and protect your legs at the same time. I mean, look at this guy was spinning, using all kind of those Conor McGregor kicks, and I just could not keep up. And so what you got to do in this situation is change it up. And look at there, the big high kick knocking me down at the end of that 4th round, and he's confident. He knows he has this one in the bag. Just like GSP says, you want to take your fighter out of the comfort zone. And right here, he comes out, and this is what you call a whiff punish. He whipped that leg kick and was not able to defend the takedown. And here was the end result. Tyron Woodley with a huge top game, a top game of 94, and he has extreme power. So anytime you have this scenario, you're going to definitely take Conor McGregor out of his comfort zone, because he is not that great on the ground. And once I was able to do that, this was the end result. Opponent end up quitting. A huge victory right there, because I was losing that match. Now, I'm facing a very talented Robbie Lawler, but Tyron Woodley has heat in both the hands and the feet. And I decided to trade with Robbie Lawler throughout this match, because Tyron Woodley has a little bit more chin strength, a 93 versus a 89 with Robbie Lawler. But Tyron Woodley throwing a huge left hand shotgun KO finish to end the night. Tyron Woodley with that extreme power. So now for the feature fight of the evening, ran up against Suspenza, an ESFL great. Amazing match. Now, I like to swap sides. All you have to do is, when your opponent is sitting back, just go to the left side while you're moving back as far away as possible to get into my comfort zone. Kevin Gastelum, fighter perk, fluidity level 4, so he's going to have a +4 on all of his combinations. And also he has a counter puncher, so Suspenza's going to be looking to throw all of those fluid combinations after he sways. But he kind of lacks in the power department of an 89 for Kevin Gastelum, versus, you already know, Tyron Woodley is throwing that heat with those 97s. So this is a very tough match right here, because Kevin Gastelum is well-rounded all the way around. So I'm going to have to pick my shots and be very careful. Suspenza is a pressure fighter, puts a lot of heat on you, had my back against the cage pretty much the entire night. So my tactic here was to break his block, since Kevin Gastelum kind of lacks in the block department. That was my entire tactic here, to take him out of the comfort zone. And look at there, man. We are doing some very even exchanges. And I really wanted to kind of keep this one on the feet, because I really thought Tyron Woodley had the advantage here. Now, like I was saying, only an 89 block, so it's more bleed through whenever he does block. And that was my entire strategy going into this match here. And you got to think that gas tank has to be getting low, because I've been constantly kind of touching up the body up until this point. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just match every time he hits my body. I want to make sure I'm able to at least touch his and stay even, because I really didn't think that he had a chance if I maintained the same stamina advantage and didn't get too far behind in that department. But again, look at the pressure that was applied. I really couldn't get my back off the cage that entire night. But I'm looking to break that block. I'm looking to make Kevin Gastelum whiff and not take too many shots like that to the body. That's what's going to kill you, especially with Tyron Woodley, because he only has an 89 stamina. And look at these nice combinations using that fluidity. But there it is, money again with that stagger. And that was able to generate my first rock and back Suspensor up all the way to the other side of the octagon to kind of get his head health back. And coming up at the end of the round, taking 2 huge body shots, which I do not want to be doing against this Kevin Gastelum. Very tough match, man. So it's pretty even. He knows he's in for
round 2, final round. Fight.
Yeah, you heard right. This is the final round. So again, I like to get into my comfort zone. Let me swap sides real quick. So you know the strategy. So I'm going to fast forward to later in this round. And Tyron Woodley is kind of getting into his comfort zone when I see those animations of getting rocked back. I like to see that. Makes me know that my fighter is taking some damage when I'm throwing those straights, which are level 3 straights from Tyron Woodley. So you got to be careful when you throw those straights, because if you don't land them, they have a -8 stamina hit. Now, again, not too much power coming off of Kevin Gastelum, but you can see that power return by Tyron Woodley of a 97. And anytime he goes into that animation, that block is broken. That's all I'm trying to do, is break that block. And you hear the drama music starting already out of nowhere. Essentially, we've been going back and forth, back and forth. Nobody has been able to take the advantage here. But all you're looking for is one mistake. Can you be the one that stays focused? We're already in our comfort zone and got my first rock. Throw the body off of that rock. And I'm looking as he's trying to sway and use the fighter perks of Kevin Gastelum. Not going to let that happen. Got another rock. And boom, with a huge shotgun left hand, cracking the skull of Kevin Gastelum. And that's all she wrote, baby, for the ESFL veteran Suspensor. Much respect. Top level, high ranking opponent. Looking forward to fighting him again. We're 1-1 to even the series. But tonight was a night of Tyron Woodley. And this was a huge victory under the belt. Now, I want you guys to check out the Discord. I got a lot of fun stuff and a surprise copy of UFC 4. Whenever it drops, I'm going to give away 2 copies. All you have to do is participate in chat right there. Go to the store and purchase your free copy of UFC 4 in the Discord. I'll leave links in the description below. Now, the top 3 comments. Shout out to Zayef. That leg kick body kick is a Muay Thai combo. It's a leg kick into rear body kick. So I didn't know that in the last video. If you saw, I was fighting Israel Adesanya and he threw this crazy Muay Thai, probably level 3 or level 4 combination. You got to check that out. And Zayef let me know how to do it. Thanks for that. And the next one here is, I have a hardcore feeling that Adesanya will be on the cover of UFC 4 from Gage Pintel. Big shout out to him for that second comment there. And they will drop the trailer at UFC 48. Well, we know it didn't drop at UFC 48, but Israel Adesanya on the front of the cover, that would be sick. And we're going to see, maybe you're right. And then the last one from Power 6, my boy is back, man. Appreciate that. I promise you guys to try to keep that content coming out, pumping out. It's hard right now with everything going on, but especially when UFC 4 drops, man, I'm gonna be trying to put out videos every week, man. So thank you guys for sticking by me. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, help your boy out, and hit that like button. See you in the next video. Peace.